Hello, my name is Lynn, L-Y-N, not L-Y-N-N, and not L-Y-N-N-E. When I was a little girl, Lynn was a very popular name for little girls, but not with the spelling L-Y-N. L-Y-N is the spelling for a boy who's named Lynn. At that time, it was a very unpopular name. It was kind of old-fashioned, and boys weren't named Lynn. Lots of little girls named Lynn, though. So when I started school, the parade of the spelling started. Everybody, teachers, friends, all my birthday cards, except for my grandmother, my name was always spelled wrong. And I even had situations where I would say, no, it's just one N. And they would tell me, no, that's how a boy's name is spelled. It's got two N's. So they tell me I didn't even know how to spell my own name, which didn't do a lot for my self-esteem. Anyway, that was the situation all through school and through the early years of my adulthood. Then society kind of shifted, and no other little girls were named Lynn anymore. So Lynn went out of fashion. That was nice. So at least my name was kind of unique, and I could tell people how I spelled it, and they didn't automatically have an alternative spelling. And then another shift occurred, and I now have a very interesting androgynous name, and a time when it's actually rather cool to be androgynous. So unless you see how my name is spelled, if you only hear it, you don't know whether I'm a man or a woman, male or a female. And actually, that's kind of cool in our current century, and I'm enjoying it quite a bit. What turned out to be a pretty good name after all. I'm really enjoying it, and who would ever have thought that the androgyny part would ever come into play? And by the way, I asked my parents when I was a kid why they named me Lynn, and especially why they picked the spelling they did, since all the other little Lynns had more letters in their name. And my mother said, well, we wanted all of us in the family to have three-letter first names. And my mom and dad had three-letter first names, and so they named my sister Anne without the E. And in order to make it all symmetrical and harmonious, why they left off the female spelling for Lynn and made me a male Lynn. And that just shows you, what lengths my family was willing to go in order to have everything all lined up in a row. The spices were probably alphabetized, and the socks were all arranged in the sock drawer as well, as you can imagine. So that's how I got my name, and that's my story.